Hey everybody, it's Preston here, also known as Godzilla Hawk, and I'm your two-time KOTA World Champion. And today I'm going to give my Elimination Chamber 2014 thoughts. I just finished watching it, and I'll give my honest thoughts about it. So let's start off. Let me see. Biggie Langston versus Jack Swagger for the Intercontinental Championship. It wasn't bad, but I didn't really care for it, to be honest. But there were some decent spots. Biggie Langston supposedly spearing Jack Swagger. I couldn't tell if it was on the ring post, or if it was on the ring steps, steel steps. I couldn't tell, but that looked cool. There were a few times I thought Swagger actually had the match won with the ankle lock. It was a lot of good counters. So it wasn't a terrible match, but it wasn't like amazing either. But it was still watchable, decent at best. So it was not a bad opener. Next is the New Age Outlaws versus the Usos for the tag team titles. Again, just like the first match, it wasn't the best, but it was still decent at best. The New Age Outlaws distract the Usos, and Billy Gunn rose up. I believe it's one of the Usos, I can't remember, but he rolls one of them out. 1, 2, 3. New Age Outlaws win. They retain the titles. Well, I can see it happening here, to be honest. I could see him facing off at Mania again, and have the Usos win and beat the New Age Outlaws there. That way they win their first ever tag team titles at the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania. So they have the WrestleMania moment as well, and I think that would be really good. So I hope that the Usos don't get shoved aside to the out of the tag team title spot, because they're a great tag team and they do deserve to become tag team champions. So overall, it was still a decent match, but not that good. It was okay. Next, Tyson O'Neil, Derek Young. The fans booed. They were not interested. Tyson O'Neil won the match. Nothing really to say. It was just, it was boring. Next match. Now we have the Wyatt family versus the Shield. WWE, this was by far match of the night. WWE, you finally listened to the fans and you didn't disappoint. That, a few times I actually almost cried. Legitimately I almost cried during that match. It was that good. And I wouldn't say good, it was amazing. I even texted Brandon. I was telling him, my friend Brandon, I was telling him about the chamber, and I was like, dude, this is fucking good. And I was telling him, no, actually, it was fucking amazing. And there's like, and there was a lot of stuff that happened in this match. I can't remember all of it, but it was very good. What happened at the end? Wyatt took out Dean Ambrose through the barricade, took him out. Then Eric Rowan and Luke Harper stood on the announcer's table, grabbed Seth Rollins by throat and did double chokeslam through the Spanish announce table, which looked sick. And then it was just Roman Reigns all alone with the Shield, or not the Shield, the Wyatts. And apparently it was like, basically it was almost like a Cena scenario. He was getting his ass kicked for a while, then Roman Reigns started to turn things around, but at the end, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family won the match with the Sister Abigail. Again, very good match. Very good match. Probably one of the best tag team matches of all time. By far. I'm not overrating it. This was by far one of the best tag team matches of all time that I've seen. Usually it comes to 6-man tag team matches, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. But this was amazing. I did not take my eyes off the screen for a second. I watched every minute of it, and it was amazing. And the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," and this and that, and holy shit! It was amazing. The fans erupted during that match. So I'll give you props, WWE. You did an amazing job on that. Amazing match. I consider that match of the night. Next match, Cameron versus AJ Lee. Next match. Oh, by the way, AJ Lee retained via disqualification. Next, Batista versus Del Rio. Wasn't built up very well. The fans were actually cheering, Punk, they're cheering Brock Lesnar, RVD, even Del Rio. The fans did not care about Batista. Del Rio from the start came out, first of all, he came out with his old entrance theme, which was interesting. He came out with a crutch saying that he was injured. Attacks Del Rio from behind with the crutch. Turns out he's in his ring gear, but then Del Rio pretty much dominated the entire match. Until out of nowhere, Batista gives a Batista bomb. 1, 2, 3, and Batista wins. Everyone knew Batista was going to win. At least they didn't make Del Rio look like a bitch. But then again, I hate Del Rio, so I don't really care if he won or lost. And Batista right now is just like, yeah. Unless he's facing Brock Lesnar one-on-one, not the championship on the line, I really don't care about Batista. Then we got the main event. It was Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro versus Sheamus versus Christian. Second match of the night. A very good chamber match. Very good chamber match. I will say I was really worried because I heard a lot of rumors saying that Christian was going to be taken out by Brock Lesnar. And I was really worried about that. I was like, oh God, please don't take Christian out. And thank God they didn't. Thank God they didn't take Christian out. And Christian ended up actually eliminating Sheamus. Sheamus was the first one eliminated. He did a frog splash off the top of the, the pod. And it was pretty cool. It eliminated Sheamus. So I give props to WWE. It didn't make Christian look like a bitch in the match. It didn't make him look like, oh, he's going to lose. Like, when he eliminated Sheamus, that was awesome. But, of course, he was the second one eliminated, thanks to Bryan. And then, of course, Cesaro got eliminated after that by Cena. Then the Wyatt family came out of nowhere in the ring and took out John Cena. So Cena was eliminated by Orton. And then finally, it was Daniel Bryan, Orton. Kane, of course, got inside the chamber to help check on John Cena, see how he was doing. Bryan jumps out of nowhere, attacks Kane. Then during the match with Bryan Orton, Kane distracts Bryan for a second. Bryan attacks Kane again. RKO out of nowhere by Randy Orton. We knew it was done. The fans expected it to be done. 1, 2, and then he kicks out, and the fans just erupt. You're like, holy shit, Bryan has a chance now. And I legitimately thought it was over there. But Bryan kicks out. I was like, oh God, Bryan might win now. Bryan could win. Roll up by Bryan. 1, 2, kick out. And the fans, and then he hits the knee, and then he's gonna win. 1, 2, and then Kane grabs the referee, pulls him out, and distracts Bryan again. Then out of nowhere, RKO. 1, 2, 3. Orton's going to man. So now we know for official, it's going to be. Oops, sorry about that. It's going to be Orton versus Batista. Please, God, add Bryan in this match. Please add Bryan in the match, because if this is going to be your main event of Mania, no one is going to watch. I am dead serious. When that match comes on at WrestleMania, when I do live reactions, hopefully, I will not care. I will just not watch. I just, goddamn, no. I refuse that. No. I will not watch that match. I am dead serious. I will not watch it. No one will watch it. They won't care. That will be considered the worst WrestleMania main event of all time. Yeah. I'm flat out saying that. It would be awful. Like, no one would care. Unless you add Bryan or Christian or Cesaro in there, the fans won't care. The fans will absolutely not care. That's all I have to say. So, from the looks of this chamber, there was more like goods and decents than bads, but still, like, most of it was just okay, but there were 2 matches that made this pay-per-view worth watching. So that was the Chamber of the Wyatt family. Everything else was just either just okay or we didn't care. So that means 2 out of the 7 matches were actually really, really, really well done. And that means the other 5 were just like we don't really care. So really there's like more downs than ups, I would say. But because of the Wyatt Elimination Chamber match, those I recommend. If I had to rate the entire pay-per-view, I would probably give it, if I had to even out, I'll probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Just because the Wyatt Elimination Chamber match was really good. Biggie Langston and Jack Swagger wasn't that bad, to be honest, and the tag team match wasn't that bad. It was decent. So I give it a 6.5, actually a 6 out of 10. I'll do that. A 6 out of 10. So yeah. So that's what I'm good. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you to comment down below and tell me, what did you think of the Chamber? What would you give the score? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? If you disagree, tell me, what score would you give it? Did you like the Wyatt Shield match? Did you like the Chamber match? Did you like any of the matches? I want you to give me your thoughts about that. So take care, all my peace. And one more thing before I go, I'm going to have a voting poll. Yes, a voting poll down below. I'm picking 3. And we're going to pick 3. The fans chose. Give me a second. I did not do this right. Well, I just want to check. Sorry about this, guys. It's just I didn't get this set up. Okay, there we go. Just give me a sec. I know this is taking a little while, but just bear with me. I'm almost done. Okay, just hang on. Almost there. Okay, so I decided to pick my 3 new ones. So here we go. So Scott, Casey, Gale, you're the one that picked the top 3, so I'll do yours. So here we go. You get to choose between Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. Then the next ones will be RoboCop versus Terminator. And then last but not least, Power Rangers or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So those are the suggestions, so vote down below in the voting poll and tell me, of all those, which one do you want me to do on my next Who's Bear video. And I'll also be doing a Pet Peeves episode soon. I'll give you guys a month to vote for the Who's Bear video. And that's all I have to say is take care of all my peeps. And thank you WWE for not screwing Christian. And thank you for actually making him actually worth watching. He was actually one of the guys that made the Chamber match, to be honest with you. Not overrating Christian, but it's just fact. So good job, WWE, for that. I just don't know what they're going to do with Christian. I just hope he wins the title soon, before he retires. That's all I have to say. Take care, peace, and all that stuff again. I'm rambling, so I better end this video now. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens on Raw tomorrow.